Hello and welcome back to a set of videos. This is video number 2. This is for students in the New England School of Communications at Husson University that are in the immersive audio class. And this particular assignment that you're working on is a post mix. It is a film mix. It is an Atmos film trailer mix. And in the previous video, I set it up. I set the Pro Tools session up. In this second video, we're going to focus on the workflow and start with dialogue mixing. So diving in, we are indeed going to start with the dialogue. I'm going to mute the sound effects. I'm going to mute the music and focus on the dialogue tracks. And it just makes sense in a post mix and a film mix to start with dialogue, get that at a consistent level, and get the different elements kind of working within each other in the dialogue, and then you can add everything else around it. The dialogue is the most important thing. Now, this particular mix has a target loudness. We're going to aim for -24 LKFS, as if this particular trailer is going to be played on US television. And so in order to do that, we need to get a loudness meter up. My particular template here that I have on my loudness track, and students, you should have a loudness track because you imported this. This session is built around your template, and you've been using a loudness metering track all semester long, where it is sourced from the loudness re-render. I've got the Clarity M, the desktop meter, already ready to go, but I'm going to instantiate the Ulean meter as well, because we like this meter very much here at NESCOM. It's free and it works really well. Do make sure, of course, you set it to 5.1. In our case, we want it set it to ITU, so we're actually, that is the channel count, the channel order we use here at NESCOM. So I've got this meter up. I'll kind of move it out of the way as I dive in here. And my general strategy here is to try to get everything, all the dialogue elements, to roughly sit at -24-ish. And then I will turn on the other elements and go back to the dialogue and kind of turn things up or down to see how they fit in the mix. But initially, I want to make sure they're all kind of sitting at the right level. Now, in previous post-mixes students, you were probably using limiters to kind of compress and get all the dialogue to be consistent. This particular trailer, the dialogue has already been pre-processed, and most of it is compressed already, and you don't need to mess with it. But yours truly has sabotaged these various dialogue clips here and turn a few up and turn a few down and kind of change their levels so it's not an easy mix anymore. It's not pre-produced, easy set and go. I want you to do some of the work here. So you will have to listen to this. If you haven't done already, do take a moment here and listen to the 5.1 ref here all the way down to give you an idea what the professional mix sounds like. And then go through and solo the dialogue, which we're effectively doing right now by muting the sound effects and the music. And I would listen all the way down one time and with the meter open and kind of see what the overall integrated loudness of all these various dialogue elements are. Okay, that one's coming in about -31.
I am.
And we're kind of sitting at -31 here. And I would listen down to kind of see how they all sound.
People should not be afraid of their government.
Okay, this one's a little bit louder. It's about -31, so it's about, what, 7 dB softer than our target. So we kind of need to turn both of these up by about 7 dB. This next one, let's check it out. You can see it's a lot louder.
Of curfew will be prosecuted without leniency or exception.
So this one's coming in. These are coming in, -23, and kind of going through here, and I'm not going to do this all in this video. I'll go up through the next couple clips. Okay, we're about -21 here.
Not tonight.
-22.
Who are you?
And it looks like we're kind of averaging
Gentlemen,
just
I
a
want
couple
this terrorist
dB
found,
louder
and I
than our
want him to
-24
understand
target.
what terror
Oh,
really means.
okay, some of these are quite
We're
loud.
working on several leads.
And I did this
parents were
earlier when I
detained
was
when she was
preparing for this
12.
video, and I came to the conclusion that in aggregate, all of these dialogue levels kind of add up to being about 6 dB louder than our target. So an easy thing to do here is, because as in the last video, we created a a dialogue VCA here that will control the level of all the dialogue tracks. I'm just going to bring them all down by 6 dB to get us closer in the window here where we want to be. So I just brought them all down, and I'm just getting started here. Now I'm going to go back clip by clip and kind of get them in the target of -24.
I wish I wasn't afraid.
Okay, so this one is -37. That's about, what, 13 dB too quiet from minus 24, so I'm going to add about 13 dB of clip gain here.
People should not be afraid of their governments.
This one is also in that vicinity. It looks like it's a good maybe 16 dB. That one was even quieter. We'll go back and double check this the second time around.
I wasn't afraid all the time.
Okay, I'm right in the 24 range. This one,
People should not be afraid of their governments.
we're in the range. Maybe a little bit loud there. I'll bring it down by a couple dB. And what I'm recommending you do is kind of go through here and look for any.
Caught in violation of
That one's fine, right? That one's 10 dB too low, so kind of zoom in here and give that one some gain. Sorry, I got to move the meter out of the way here. And what did I say? Give it about 10 dB. And work through, let's check this one out.
It's past curfew, you know.
So that one's about 3 dB down. And I know we're not really listening in context here, but this is just kind of doing some general leveling of these, manhandled, misaligned, in this case, because your teacher messed with it, sabotage dialogue levels that you have to kind of sort out. So that one's coming in about 4 dB under. Anyway, I don't want to do all of this now. It would make a very long video. This video probably is already longer than it needs to be. But I've at least kind of done the basics through the first minute of the trailer. You should go through and get them all. Now, once you've got that leveled, you should be able to listen down
I wish I wasn't afraid
and check out the integrated level of all the dialogue elements kind of sitting at minus 24. Now, I am going to go back through as I build this mix and be subtle and make subtle adjustments with each of these dialogue levels. They do require additional automation because once we have the music and the sound effects, some things you're not meant to be able to hear or other things will sound a bit loud. But you can see here by doing some basic automation, I'm already in the target window. So,
those caught in violation of curfew will be prosecuted without leniency.
with the dialogue in the target window, it's time to add some element that's going to kind of glue the mix together. Sometimes it's ambiances, backgrounds, nat sound, that sort of thing, things that are going to be kind of consistent, room tone, that sort of thing. In this particular trailer, everything's very excited and exploding and wild and fun. It's the music that's consistent from start to finish. So the next thing we're going to do is turn on the music and get that ready to go. I'm going to leave that for a next little video, and I'm going to sign off right here, okay? I'll see you on the next video in one moment with the music.